Thank you everyone for joining this panel discussion taken care of by the Education Working Group. Before we get into the panel discussion, I would like to give you a little insight in what the Education Working Group has been doing in the past, and also what we are working on currently. I'll also put in the chat the links to our previous work, so in the hope that it might be of use to some of you or even all of you. So my name is Wim Stalmans. Together with Chiara Ventura, I have the pleasure of serving as co-chairs of the Education Working Group. And so together with my colleagues today, with Katarina, Adam, and other members of the working group, we will be discussing future skills, blockchain skills, specifically focused on the citizen and the individual. I'll leave the introduction of the other panelists to Katarina, moderator of the session. To give you just a few highlights of what the Education Working Group has been doing in the past, we had the opportunity to contribute to a revision of the European classification of skills, competences, occupations, and qualifications. So that was a broad review, but also an opportunity to introduce definitions for occupations and skills related to blockchain. And so the Education Working Group had an important contribution to what has been published in the meantime. As I said before, I will be sharing the links with you in the chat after my presentation. Some other work that we have been doing, a previous paper which discussed a blockchain curriculum that we matched against occupations. Now, this matching and the whole approach was done from the point of view of corporations. So what you see here in front of you, the matrix, is the result of thorough work done by the members of the Education Working Group in this paper. And so we match occupations with different blockchain topics, and we also put in there the level of mastery that we think would be necessary on this matching point. Okay. That paper you can also find on the website of INATBA. Again, I'll share the link soon. Then recently we also participated, and we are a member of the consortium called CHASE, which is a consortium that concentrates on the development of a blockchain skills strategy for Europe. And so we had the opportunity to formulate our recommendations, which you can see here in front of you. I won't enter into detail, but we had the opportunity to recommend 5 strategies for this skills development approach for Europe. And then the work that we are doing right now, so this is an upcoming paper. We hope that we will be able to publish by the end of January. And so here, in contrast to our previous paper, where the point of view was more from corporate side, here we take the point of view of the individual, of the citizen. And so we do a thought experiment in this paper where we imagine a hypothetical world of public permissionless blockchains. And so the question that we ask is, okay, what could be the utility for individuals, for citizens of such a hypothetical citizen-centric Web3? And then, very important, what would be the skills that citizens, individuals would need in order to be able to profit from that public permissionless infrastructure. And so a quick preview, we describe what we think could be the utility for citizens. We have one category, the everyday, personal everyday utility, and then a second category, the professional utility. And then on the skills, we match those two categories. What skills would citizens need in order to be able to profit from those everyday personal utilities from that hypothetical infrastructure of only public permissionless blockchains? And then on the professional level also, what would be the skills that the citizen, the individual, would need in order to profit again from those utilities? I won't enter too much into detail. Very possibly it will be part of the panel discussion. So that's a little bit, I think this is my last slide, and it is a little bit the material that I can share with you. As said, I'll post the links in the chat for your reference.